Welcome back to another episode of Late Night General. Tonight's a special night. I got a good friend with me, and he's taken over the airways tonight. I've been promising you guests for a little while, and I finally pulled out some favours. So I've got my boy Snakecharmerr here with us tonight, also known as Serge.
Good evening.
Wow, your microphone is much louder. We're learning.
Is it louder, or am I just speaking louder?
Maybe you've got a better voice for radio, I don't know.
Maybe. It sounds good to me in the headphones, but...
No, it sounds good here. So thank you for joining us. Now, depending on how much you know about Closer, Serge is actually a brother in arms with me, who works at the shop, and is a big part of everything we do. So it's an absolute pleasure getting him here tonight. Just pull out some tracks and have a chat. I'm super keen.
Simple.
Oof. All right.
You caught me there.
I gotcha. So, Serge, welcome. What are we listening to?
Thanks for having me, Glenn. It's a super cozy studio that you've built in your
I've been working on it.
newly acquired home.
Yeah. Thanks.
Very nice. Very nice.
Don't mind the underwear over there. It's real personal. So,
Well, we're listening to a track by Cucina Pavera by the name of Kimpu, and it's now tapering off. Maybe half a minute left. The next track that's going to come in is actually a track that many of you might know, but this is the Beaumont Hannant beautifully bare mix of Friendly Pressure by Jalissa.
I'm keen. Can't say I know it. I suppose that's the whole purpose with this show, though, is playing something a little bit different than what we're probably used to playing.
I reckon you would recognise it because I think I've played it at the shop a few times.
We do listen to a lot of music in the shop, though, so we'll see. There's a couple there that I recognise, but
yeah, I think you'll definitely know this one here.
All right. Let it do its thing. Well, there's that awkward silence you said.
No, there it is.
All right, also, shout out to anyone that gets in the chat group. Ask us some questions. Let us know if you're loving it or not. We're keen to hear from you. So we're having some pretty deep conversations back here, and I'm just trying to figure out what the hell it is that we're listening to. Can you remind us again what we got going on here, Serge?
Yeah, so it's a remix of Friendly Pressure by Jalissa, and the remix is done by Beaumont Hanant, and it's the Beautifully Bare mix. I don't know who that is. I've actually never heard of him, but this sounds pretty tight to me for 1995.
Sick. So what, we think of the remix was back in 1995 as well?
Yeah, I think the whole release came out with the original and the remix together. Pretty sure that is the original cover.
Okay, we'll have to do some deeper digging.
Yeah, guys, so the playlist will be available on Spotify, so maybe you guys can come in and give us some answers.
Yeah, please do, please do. Serge, what are we listening to now?
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite releases in the last 2 years, I'd say, and it's produced by three heavyweights, I would say, of the electronic music scene. It's Helion, Extraterrestrial, and of course the man who recently visited us, Priori. The track is called Gathering.
Beautiful, beautiful. Do you know what label it's on? This is going to test you.
No.
I've definitely seen the artwork, and I reckon I've played it on a previous show, but maybe not this track.
What's that trick?
I'll show you the trick. I'll show you the trick.
Naf.
Yeah, we've had a little bit of Naf stuff. I know we've had some Cousin, and maybe it was a Priori track or release on Naf.
Is that new record that's coming in this week? Is that on Naf as well?
We've got two.
That's on Naf. Yeah.
But there's definitely one that I've got here in this little stack. Here we go. What's this one again? It's Cousin.
Oh yeah.
That's on Naf, yeah?
Yep, that's right. Solid.
Beautiful stuff.
As Logan is going to hate it, but it's intelligent, right?
It's intelligent. That it is. This is my intelligent crate over here. All the rest of it's just dumb.
All the intelligent stuff to the right.
Yeah. This is a bit of a change up.
Right, plug this in.
Sorry, I just muted you for a second.
No, that's all right. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there.
I think you enjoy this one.
Clean us like the rain in spring. Take the chlorine out of conversation. Let your light reflect on me. I promise I'm not hiding anything. It's water. We are water. Pure as water, like a newborn daughter. The storm may come, but we'll get through it because of your love. Even when we crash like water, here comes water. Pure as water, we are water.
Jesus, flow through us. Jesus, heal the bruises. Jesus, clean the music. Jesus, please use us. Jesus, please help. Jesus, please heal. Jesus, please forgive. Jesus, please reveal. Jesus, give us strength. Jesus, make us well. Jesus, help us live. Jesus, give us wealth. Jesus is our safe. Jesus is our rock. Jesus, give us grace. Jesus, keep us safe.
Clean us like the rain in spring. Take the chlorine out of conversation. Let your light reflect on me. I promise I'm not hiding anything. It's water. We are water. Pure as water, like a newborn daughter.
Safe to say, this one's definitely not going to be up on YouTube, guys.
No way.
We have to jump on to our SoundCloud page, or at best, jump on to
Papa
Spotify.
Kanye West would not allow it.
We'll see. We'll definitely try.
He's pretty anti-system now, so he may let us.
Well, he's got a titanium grill. I saw that today. Yeah. You introduce this one. What to listen to, Serge?
This is Quadruple X by the legendary French producer iCube. The man has been around for decades, producing just absolute quality in terms of electronica, house music, and techno.
Amen. French, you said, yeah?
Yeah, as French as it gets. This was released on Versatile Records, which is Certifet. No,
Really?
I don't know.
Nah, it's older than Certifet, I'd say. But
Simon, if you're listening, correct us in the
yeah,
chat.
help us.
Because you definitely know.
It's getting to that hour already. Mr. P's come out.
Yeah, I have to call him out. Mr. P, if you're listening, about 3 weeks ago, I bought a CD. I bought a CD from your Bandcamp page, and we're still waiting for
Now
it.
it's a true podcast because we've got the conspiracies going on.
Yeah.
Mr. P.
I wish we could tag him somehow in this and he gets a notification. Well, he's going to know we played it.
Of course.
He's going to see the Spotify
he's
stats.
He's going to feel it, yeah. Well, you still got to reply back to that message I sent him. There was a song that he played.
Did you ask for a track ID?
Bloody oath I did.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't got no shame.
He's not going to give you nothing. Nothing. But yeah, this is a new release by Fred P. And he's been slamming music. Fred P is the type of guy I've always loved his DJ sets. I've loved his music. In the last 3 years or so, the music was kind of like taking the back step behind the DJ sets.
Yep.
But the last 3 months, I don't know, he must have just like rolled onto a creative wave because he's been on fire, putting out real quality. That CD that I'm waiting on is just really, really nice. I can't wait to rip it.
It's probably after he watched us dance for 4 hours.
Well, if we influenced him, then
it was us. It was us. It was definitely us.
Yeah, but yeah, this is Happy Endings by Fred P, and it is the unreleased art house version.
Okay, cool. I know. I reckon I saw. We've got I'm much better at this microphone thing than I am. But we got a release of his and Cecile. Is that Fred P and Cecile? I don't know. I saw something coming.
Cecile.
Is it Cecile?
That's Nick Curley's label, right?
All right.
I thought so. I don't know about Cecile, but
I don't know. There's something. We got something of his on the way. I know that much. But yeah, enjoy this one.
thank you for tuning in, guys. This is Late Night General. My name is snakecharmerr. Thank you, Glenn, for inviting me to program this show this evening. Still got lots of tracks to show, a bit of a random collection tonight. I'm gonna play some Queen next, Ramsey, a house track that I've been playing for years by Kareem Ali, Marina Lima from Brazil, some Unit, Natalie Slade, maybe even some Kings of Tomorrow. This is Late Night General. Thank you for listening.
All right, it's all happening. Oh, and the ducking's working. But I'm going to turn that off. So, Serge, now you've got your cup of tea, so I know you're comfortable. So obviously, I know a little bit about you. I know a little bit about snakeCharmerr and all of the above. But tell the listeners. So, snakeCharmerr, that's you.
Yeah.
DJ,
So they say.
DJ extraordinaire. Like the reality is I think you're a very, very, very talented DJ, but I don't actually know how you got into it or when you got into it. Are you able to tell me a little bit about when you first started, I suppose, listening to electronic music or even just good music?
Listening to good music took me a very long time, and I often get jealous about some of the young people and kids who come into the shop who are like 19 and 20 who say, our first experience of music was at Strawberry Fields listening to Moody Man on the RA stage, and I was like, oh shit, because for me it took me a good 10 years to get to what I consider good music. I started off with like things like Ministry of Sound, going to Beatport 100, Track Source 100. There was a site called Stompy. Do you remember that?
I remember Stompy.
It was just strictly jacking house, and it was like jacking house, Chicago, and like just dirty, cheap jacking edits.
So all digital or vinyl?
It was digital. Stompy was a digital site.
Okay. Yep.
And each time I discovered one of those new sites, even when I found Stompy, and I was like, yeah, this is it. This is the underground. And then 6 months later, I realized it's not. And that continued on for a good decade. But originally, I started listening to music kind of just by chance, and I was listening to a lot of Ministry of Sound. I was the kid always walking around with an iPod. In school, constantly 1 year, and I used to have this teacher who used to catch me smoking ciggies out at lunchtime on the grounds of the school. Durries in the field, but he used to come out and have durries with me. Nice. He was a bit of a legend. And then he would always say, "What are you listening to? Like, what are you listening to?" And I'd be like, "Oh yeah,
Sasha's top 10.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I was too old for that. I miss Sasha.
Okay.
So this was like Ministry of Sound annual, like 2000 and 2006, 2005. And then he said, "What are you listening to?" And then I said this, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is nice. I'm a DJ too. I'm doing this DJ course." And I was like, "All right." Well, he's like, "You should do it." And I was like, "Whatever."
Yeah. Okay.
So I paid $500, and and he taught me how to plug in RCA cables, and that's it. And then
which we spoke about that just yesterday. Some people don't.
Some people don't know to do it.
Well, I suppose you don't have to learn how to plug a USB in, and away you go.
Yeah. And that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously,
it was a long, painful road after that.
So what would have you been playing on back then?
Oh, my first setup was a DJM, Pioneer DJM 300 2-channel. Yeah. Which is actually it sounded really good. They were cool. old Pioneer analog mixers. And I had CDJ 200s, which were like these tiny little things.
Yeah.
They were savage to play on. I had that for ages. For a long time.
All right. Well, awesome.
It wasn't until many, many years later that I picked up a recorder and I realized how hard it is.
All right, we'll come back to that in a minute, I reckon.
That's really beautiful. I kind of dig you too, you know that. But we're friends, and I'm in a situation. I'm in a relationship. And you know what that means.
Well, whatever I gotta do, I'll do it for
Shout outs to the chat. Shout outs to the chat. But I just had a little thought there a second ago, Serge, being Mr. Code 618. Maybe we do have to get him on board. He can be our Jamie.
He can be our Jamie.
He can be our Jamie.
He wouldn't even need to look it up.
Nah, he'll already know. We need him sitting here at the end of the counter, just filling us full of knowledge. Just bam, there you go.
Because realistically, as the years go on, I just realized how nothing I know about music.
Oh, yeah. Big old fraudsters we are.
Yeah.
But I suppose what we lack in knowledge, we make up for passion.
That's right.
Well, I'm going with
That's
that.
the most important thing.
Yeah,
so,
indeed. And
we're satisfied.
well, even listening to what you've played for me so far, I realise it's quite varied, you know. And I suppose that is an art form in itself, is knowing what music to play, when to play it, but also being able to appreciate different kind of music. That's a huge thing, you know.
Yeah, I guess I find myself like outside of like dance floors and parties, I struggle getting through, you know, DJ sets outside of like a dance floor energy. So I listen to a lot of random music outside of that. Yeah.
I think I figured this microphone out finally. Maybe not.
Was it the angle?
I don't know.
How do I sound?
You sound great.
I sound good.
I gave you my microphone.
Well, thank you. For the show, I'm the guest. I should get the best mic.
Yeah, that's what you got. Well, how's your tea taste?
It's passion flower tea is my favorite.
Oh, really?
Getting ready for bedtime.
Okay. Well, if you need, I've got some of Sunny's downstairs.
Nice.
I don't know how she'll feel about it, but
Does she drink passion flower?
no, she drinks other weird shit.
Okay.
I'll just stick to my wine tonight.
This is a house track I've been listening to for years. I've never played it. I just always listen to it in the car on my drives. It's Night Echoes by Kareem Ali. And after this one, we'll have a track by Kalela called Washed Away. And I found this today accidentally while I was trying to find a mix for a track for Yaks.
Mr. Yaks.
Which I was looking for, like a psytrancey techno track.
Okay.
And I found this in someone's collection on Bandcamp.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's another question I got to ask, but we'll let this play for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to the vinyl, then I'm going to get to, oh man, I need a bigger piece of paper. Either that or we need some more tea.
300.
Oh, sorry.
I was about to launch with some stats.
He was going to drop some stats on us. Sorry.
The stat was that 325 people have this in their collection on Bandcamp, which is a high number.
Is it?
Well,
I
you know,
I don't use
most of the
Bandcamp
stuff
much.
you don't know.
I try to, but it's too. I think it's too good for me. I just need some shit that's gonna freeze on me, and it's not gonna allow me to spend stupid amounts of money.
Juno.
Just
Go to
I can't.
junodownload.com.
Nah, I just keep waiting for Spotify. No, what is it called? Beatport. Beatport just keeps doing these upgrades and just keep making it worse.
I know.
Maybe.
Just stick with them.
Yeah. Shit. No. I just got to stick to buying more vinyl, which brings me back to what I said we're going to talk about. Vinyl. You got a pretty decent collection, as I know. I don't know if I've witnessed it, but I've only really been around your house once before.
You've seen it once when I lived in McLaren Vale.
Yeah, but I was too busy looking at your legs.
Oh, were you? I'll take that. That's all right.
That's a story for another time. But no, I was too busy looking at your legs and waiting for you to make me some delicious coffee. You made us some nice
I
coffee.
remember that day. You brought me a pineapple. That's like the best intro. You know what?
That's what got you the job.
Yeah, it was.
That's how I locked you in. Yeah, perfect.
But it wasn't until many months later that I saw you out after that time.
We're gonna talk about that story.
Yeah, we could. But yeah, vinyl. The collection has grown since then, but it's also reduced since then because I've been trying to offload some baggage.
Yeah, which I myself snagged a few up this week, but I understand. It's a bit of a love-hate kind of system collecting vinyl.
Yeah, I had a dream when I was younger to just have a wall of records,
you got to have
and I
more
thought it's
DVS
so cool.
one spec with a whole house. Get it going.
And now I realize that it's just, for me, it's it just creates more headache than pleasure.
Yeah.
So
that's such a you thing to say.
Yeah.
But I get it. Like, you know, I've got still probably half of my collection downstairs.
do you know when you want to get dressed and you're looking through your wardrobe and you're like, oh, this t-shirt's shit.
Too much.
This t-shirt's too old. I've thrashed it. That gets the same with me with records.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I don't want to have that feeling. I want to be flicking through the collection and be like, yes.
fresh.
This is sick.
Okay,
this is
cool.
inspiring. So I guess that's why I'm trying to get rid of some.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, even like, you know, as we spoke about with your selections and your varied taste, you know, I know you're listening to a lot of house music these days, but then the next day you're playing me something broken beat, IDM, psychedelic, hypnotic, all that type of stuff. So
Yeah.
I know it is hard building up a big collection when you like so much.
Yeah.
Or it's probably easy to build up a big collection, but to have a lot of good shit, I know it can be a bit tricky.
And I think you taking me under my wing has changed everything for me, because now I'm exposed to even more music than ever. And, you know, we think about each other, we think about the shop, we think about the customers, and
yeah, it's a lot.
there's inspiration coming from everywhere. So
sometimes overwhelming, as we've spoken about as well. But
and this one
cool.
here, I stole this from one of our customers. This is Nick Gincarelli played this
that's where I've heard
on Saturday, on a beautiful Saturday morning, and it's been one of my favorite tracks ever since.
This is yeah.
This is from Brazil in 1991. Marina Lima. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. Marina Lima.
Yeah, gorgeous stuff. Oh, respect to that man. When he finally moves away, it's going to be a big void, big hole in the Adelaide scene. If you ask
endless
me.
grooves are endless. In fact.
Amen.
O tempo que for, vou levar até decifrar segredos e ser o que eu desejo pra você. Vou levar até conseguir alcançar a sua inocência.
If you've just joined us, it's you're listening to Late Night General with me, your host Glenn, and I got a special friend Serge, aka Snakecharmerr, with me this evening. So we just spoke then about how we found this song, or how you found this song. You found it from one of the streams in the shop, and you actually kind of brought up Yaks just before because he played with us the other day. Obviously, we're pretty fortunate. We get to see some very, very, very talented DJs come through the shop.
Absolutely.
I don't know where I'm going with this, but I know me. We can't really talk over the
it's a
can we?
beautiful
We're gonna
vocal.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
All right. I'll think about that, and we'll be back. Jamie.
Vivid pictures like a wall that's standing empty and the night so still. Such a small affair, a relapse, someone closing like the nightclub door. Here again, and when you speak, I watch you move away and seem so sure. She's hoping to forget, and the moment almost slips away.
All right, Serge, you need to tell us what we're listening to. What have you found?
So this is Depeche Mode, Any Second Now, Voices. It's from the album Speak and Spell, the deluxe edition apparently. But I didn't realize it's that old. 19.
It's not that old. It's not that old.
Well, it's 1981. That's a different world. We got AI and shit.
Yeah, we got
Like solar flares hitting us all weekend. And
yeah.
fucking-
Well, I'm glad you sent that through to me, but there was no way I was staying up to watch that. I was going to bed. I was out. 1981.
Yeah, we need to revisit this album. Well, I need to visit it for the
Visit
first
the whole
time. It's
thing.
2 discs and it's all on Spotify. So
So then I have to ask, how did you find this song? If you haven't listened to the
I
whole
steal
album.
all my music, man. This is I stole this from the NTS show by one of my favorite DJs and selectors who goes by the name of Midland.
Amen.
If you're looking for some like various kind of listening like this, just random tracks, listen to Midland's show on NTS.
Amen.
And he's got a very good radio voice and he's funny. So
I'm trying to think then, the one we listened to last week would have been an older one then.
yeah.
But I think even I found a playlist of his on SoundCloud or Spotify, one of them, where he updates quite regularly. Kind of like what we're trying to do here. Always kind of give people access to the music behind the. I suppose it's not our music to gatekeep, so give it to them. It's like this. What are we listening to now? Artwork's cool.
Redale Rise.
Never
Eternal Return.
Okay, never heard of him.
We've stocked his part of one of the like the new school electro kind of like movement.
Oh, Eternal. No, I'm just talking.
This guy has released on that label We're Going Deep,
Oh, yeah.
and I think you've got some tracks on digital by this guy. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I've seen it on your USB stick. I've seen it on your USB stick.
Damn it. We're going deep. Okay.
And I know that if Simon is still here, Simon has got
Got a heat.
a record with this guy on there. Redale Rise. This track is gorgeous though. I love it.
Let's let it play. Let it play. All right, so we're laughing back here about how this music makes us feel, and I happen to bring up Akira.
And you nailed it.
Yeah,
You absolutely nailed it.
It's a forte of mine, trying to use my imagination to take me to a place and kind of soundtrack it.
Well, I was just saying, because I listen to this a lot, this record I listen to a lot in my car while driving on the Southern Expressway heading towards the city. And when I'm coming down the hill overlooking Adelaide, I feel like I'm going on some crazy mission.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I suppose that's one of the perks of living outside of the city. You know, you get to.
I get time to listen.
You get time to listen to music. So when you are driving, obviously it's a little bit different to when you're DJing or when we're here at the shop. Is this generally what you'd listen to?
Yeah, I think
like
I'll
this?
use this playlist a lot for my drives now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's random. I mean, sometimes I use it for more like I use the time more wisely, and I go through some of the Bandcamp releases that come out.
Yep.
And I'll use that time to go through them. But really rarely would I listen to a mix while I'm driving.
You don't. Even the couple of times that I've sent you some mixes of friends or whatever, you've always kind of said, "Oh, I'll listen to it at the shop."
I listen to it at the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that for me is the time to listen to a mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, while doing things. Yeah.
And it's interesting because even when you called me up after listening to Yaks the other day, normally your brain's kind of spent listening to something hectic like that for a couple of hours after a long day. I know, speaking from experience, I usually am, but you sounded like you were a little inspired.
I was inspired. You know, it was
Yeah.
like 2 hours of relentless techno, and I did not feel fatigued at all. And it just shows why he's, in my opinion, the best techno DJ in Adelaide.
Oh, 100%.
He's really good, and I really enjoyed it. For anyone who is interested, you can revisit. The recording is on YouTube now, and there'll be one on SoundCloud probably Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah. Normally those ones go up on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I can't even think what day it is.
And Yak's got a party coming up next Saturday.
Indeed, he does.
Yeah, with some
Heavy
some
hitters.
gurus. Simon Little, Code 618, George Watts, and Yaks has got a friend coming over from Sydney to do it back to back.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll last till that late.
Yeah, me either, but
Yeah. Well,
Godspeed.
Godspeed, you Black Emperor. Which, that's a whole other story. But what are we listening to now?
Om Unit.
Om Unit.
Om Unit.
Okay.
Return of the Lightworker.
Okay, I don't know this one.
This one here, let's see, 2022.
Okay.
We've stocked a lot of Om Unit, of course, at
We're
the shop, but
currently stocking some. What's that? Just scroll down again. What's that second one in the album? We've got Threads. Is it? Yeah, we've got that. That's
Yeah.
cool. And we've even got the Om Unit, Mr. Ho remix.
yes,
I think we've possibly still got one of those in. That's gorgeous. I hate to say it, but I probably like the original better.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I don't normally like Mr. Ho that much, which is, yeah, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But Om Unit,
Yeah.
awesome. Let's let it play. So, OM unit. Who do you reckon he's backing? Is he on Drake or Kendrick's
I don't know.
side?
Is this dissing someone?
I don't really want to get caught up in that one. But yeah, absolutely stunning stuff. And I don't know. I feel like we've been doing pretty good for time. We got through a few tracks. You got a few more here for us though. So I really hope everyone's appreciating this. I know Serge and I are having some fun. Very often, well, not very often do we get to sit outside of the shop and just hang out.
In such a casual manner. I'm really loving just listening to music without having to think about, just what's next.
More than, yeah. And we were running a little bit late tonight, but that's probably my fault. I forced you to eat a big old bowl of soup noodles.
No, that was sensational.
That's Hanson Road. You got to get onto it. Maybe that can be our next thing. We'll just do Hanson Road eateries, and
we can go live from Hanson Road.
Oh. That'll be a different type of podcast, I reckon. It might be a little bit different. But yes, thank you.
Next up, I've got a track by Sockethead. Actually, it's called Devotion, and it's
Devotion.
It's a bit nasty. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's different.
I don't Sockethead. Oh, pronounce that album name. Hajo Marji.
What are you reading?
This.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Hajo Marji.
Okay. Let's let it do its thing.
Run.
Affairs among city politicians.
Yeah, I see how it is.
Let's go back to
Devotion.
Well, Devotion. Yeah, this is beautiful. So what did we say this was? Sockethead.
Yeah, Sockethead.
How'd you come across this one?
I reckon I jacked this from Sleazy. I think it might have been an old Silent Palace mix.
All right.
Or something. Shout out to Schwan.
Shout out to Mr. Sleazy. We got to get him here.
Yeah.
Maybe that's who we need. Oh.
I've been throwing my bait in. Maybe the worm isn't big enough.
Yeah, he's a hard man to lock in these days.
Yeah, he is.
We've got to get him. That's all right. I got faith.
We'll get him when he least suspects.
We'll just go to his house. You know where he lives. We could do this.
That's right.
Well, it's not
There's
that
not
hard.
much to take.
Nah,
it's not far.
We could do a Steve-O. We'll just do it out of the backseat of the car.
Yeah.
We could get our hands on a little Jenny. We'll be right. All right.
It'll be spontaneous and genuine. There's no time to prepare.
Yeah.
Just pull it out. Let's go.
All right. Bring it. We're coming for you, George.
Things are going right, devotion. Someone to be
All right, that was stupid. That was
a bit hectic. Wasn't
that was cool. That was very, very cool. Did we look at what year that came out in?
it? It's not too old.
It's not too old.
It's
The
not
production
old.
value of
Yeah,
that.
super unique. 2020.
2020,
Big
nice.
COVID.
Gorgeous stuff.
Seasons
This is a little bit different. What do we got here?
Yeah, it's a bit of a sad song. Natalie Slade, I believe she's a vocalist from Sydney.
Okay. Gorgeous.
Had this for a while. The track is called I Won't Cry.
Sounds sick.
A few more to go.
That's right. Diversity, though. Diversity. There's a lot of that going on. Super cool. Super cool.
Now alone, but sometimes with you. Was alone before I met you. What this is, it ain't nothing new. I've seen all of this every day with its changes. This is life day to day, it is. Whether or not I embrace it. No, I know, I know, I know I won't cry. No, I know, I know, I know I won't cry. Not in front of you, not anytime. No, I know, 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 no, I know, I know, I know I won't cry. People change in a minute, they're ready grown, going out for the things they want, wanting different from what they got. Sun rises, they get tired and soon fall, light the sky up just before they give up on it all. Even yesterdays we forget, so we remake it. Throw some color in dark places, make it easier to take it. And I know all this, I can't change the course of. Stars move with the force of all the planets in your love. No, I know, I know, I know I won't cry. No, I know, I know, I know I won't cry. Not in front of you, not anytime. No, I know, 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 no, I know, I know, I know I won't
Alright, so sitting here, Serge has just brought something bigger. He's brought something bigger. Because little Moj, if you know me, I love my cats. So little Moj is just sitting down. He loves the music as well. But he just asked me if he feels, well, if I think that cats can feel rhythm. Is that what you...
Yeah. Can they
I reckon
feel
they,
rhythm?
I've never seen them get up and dance before, but I did just hear something interesting today. And I'm going to sound super dumb by saying this, but Jamie, I need Jamie here. I need Jamie here. But
Pull it up.
Actually, it kind of was from a Joe Rogan thing where they said that maybe he believes that this guy's...
Oh, look.
Hey, mate, he knew what was going on. He knew what was going on. But anyways, this guy was talking about this theory that, like, if we're all made up of hydrogen, we're all made up of this and that and whatever, what do those things sound like? You know, what does hydrogen sound like? He's like, oh, that sounds like an F sharp minor. And like, okay, cool. So what about this? What about that? And then they were hoping that they would be able to use sound to treat different, like, kind of genetic code.
Yeah.
Like if you got cancer,
Yeah.
you might be able to
I've
vibrate.
seen stuff like that.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Super interesting. Like he ended up going on a whole other tangent, and it's something I want to spend a good day. Kind of
Yeah, I can send
trying
you
to
some
get-
stuff. There's a lot on that.
Really?
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Okay, yeah.
deep.
I'm just going to stick to my
Deep rabbit hole things.
I'm going to stick to my baby reindeer fucking rabbit holes, man. Their thing's good.
I watched the interview of the real one.
I fell asleep to it last
It's crazy how close they got the character. She's almost identical.
night. Dude, I don't want to get cancelled, but YouTube might be listening to this, but yeah.
I don't know if it's her. I don't know if
Well, she kept saying that it's not her, but then she keeps saying that she had a baby reindeer. Like, she just kept contradicting everything she said. And even Pierce
was shooting questions at her hard.
yeah, and I don't know. What do you reckon, Moj? What do you reckon, man? He's super keen. He wants to get in on this. But all right, well, what do we got here? Kings of Tomorrow.
Yes, this is the Kevin Yost extended vocal mix of one of the biggest vocal house tracks probably in history. It's Finally by Kings of Tomorrow. I have a special memory of this track because I played this on the Sunday Sunrise at O0 Festival 2021.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
And it was a moment. So this track always reminds me of that moment.
Is that the one that you played twice at? 2021. You played twice. One of them, didn't
Nah, I
you?
played once. This is the second one. So I played 2021.
But didn't you do it like a nighttime set and a sunrise
That was
set?
the very first one.
That was the first one. All right.
2019, I think.
And you played this year again or the last one?
Was it last year? Yeah, last year was the last one.
No.
Yeah,
Sad times that those are over. But
yeah.
speaking of your DJing, you were in Melbourne a few weeks ago playing.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of joining Charles Eddy from Natural Selection to play his Section 8 party.
Okay, that would have been a bit of fun.
Always is.
Always fun.
Yeah.
And I do know you are in a couple of months getting on the road, or getting on a plane heading over to the motherland.
To the motherland.
And I did ask you about whether or not you're going to try to DJ over there, and your response was pretty no.
Yeah.
I'm not, which is understandable. But ideally it would be very come back with a little bit of inspiration from looking at other record stores or
Definitely.
just listen to the radio.
Yeah.
Would you and getting a little bit deeper, but would you say your Russian heritage kind of influenced any of your musical kind of taste? Did you grow up listening to a lot of your mum's stereo or anything like that? Or you were just
Like
Nina Kravitz.
My
Nina Kravitz
parents,
got
well,
you.
Nina Kravitz is in here, but no,
Yeah.
no, I did like parents when they used to have house parties. It was like more so of the cheesy disco, like Bonnie M,
Yeah.
and that kind of stuff being played. There was a big pop group in the 90s in Europe called Modern Talking.
Not that guy.
Not that guy, no. These guys were German, so
Okay.
they used to get played a lot. But nah, I remember as a kid though in Russia listening to MTV a lot, and I remember when Sing It Back came out by Molotov.
Yeah, gorgeous.
That was like 1996 or something like that.
I hated that song back then.
I was absolutely like mesmerized by it because it was the video clip
Yeah, it
of
was-
that
yeah,
chick
hated
dancing
it.
at disco balls. I would
Hated it.
watch it non-stop,
Yeah.
and I thought it was super, super cool. So I guess that was like the first bit of like dance where house music
Yeah.
kind of got me.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Didn't know what it was though. It took me years to rediscover that track again.
What about now? Like, obviously, it's been a little bit of time since you went back. Well, since you went back to Russia, but I know you've showed me plenty of clips of dance floors, and I've listened to plenty of good Russian music before.
Yeah.
Would you say that kind of influences your taste these days, or you?
Not these days because
No.
I haven't been there for so long, but I used to because I used to travel there every year. I used to drag my friends there with me every year,
I've seen the photos.
and just used to hit up a lot of parties.
Okay.
A lot of parties,
Would-
yeah.
It would be interesting to see, because I know this is very much your kind of sound these days, that big kind of, I suppose, unquantized kind of house music, very old school.
I think house music is just a timeless sound for me.
Yeah, this is fair.
Like house music and jazz is something that's going to always be like at the forefront of my taste. But
I feel that.
yeah.
Well, there you go.
And it's also so like tracks like this is a track I can listen to from start to finish without having to mix it. You know what I mean?
What's going on, mate? He wants in. He wants that microphone for
He
himself.
does.
We've got to get a third one here. What do you reckon, mate? All right. Well, we've still got a few more to go. I don't know how long we've been doing this for now, but it has been an absolute blast so far. It's been good to get to know you a little bit more. You know,
I appreciate
just
it.
a few of these things I didn't know. Well, what have we got? What have we got coming up next?
There's a track by FYI Chris called Green Paraquiet. What's that word?
I'm so dumb.
Paraquiet?
Green. Yep.
I don't know
I
what
don't
it
feel.
means.
I feel like that's we're saying it completely wrong. Paquet.
Yeah, it's on an album called Earth Scum.
Okay. Could be anything there.
But then, yeah, we've got a few tracks to finish off the show. There's a track by Nina Kravitz coming up later from her old first album that kind of set her on the map.
Really
I think
blew
it's
her up.
Ghetto Kravitz is the album.
That was the big song. There was really two big kind of singles off that.
That whole album is
Sick.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
You've got it.
I've got it here
You've got it
somewhere.
here. It's worth quite a bit.
Thank you, Mr.
Is that in the intelligent row?
That hasn't made it upstairs yet.
No.
It's still downstairs. It's too heavy.
It's too
It's got
heavy.
too much heat in it. Got too much heat in it.
You
but,
take care of it.
Oh, I am.
Put it in the plastic sleeve.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yes, Dad. All right.
Leave it there.
Yeah. See ya. All right, so cool track. Don't know how to pronounce it.
Nice subtle acid
Yeah,
acid energy there.
as we were just talking off the microphones, it definitely gives me a high intelligence kind of feel. Who you've been lucky enough to see?
Yeah, in Ivanica.
Ivanica.
In Ivanica last year.
Yeah,
Crazy scenes.
crazy scenes.
Gumboots, mud, rain, and just this crazy sciences dude
Very, very cool. And
playing,
and I know
this type
where-
of stuff.
I can't remember the name of the record that we got coming, but anytime he represses any of his stuff, you know we're onto it straight away. So thank you, Bandcamp Friday.
Yeah, and thank you for securing a copy for me.
I had to. That was a divine, what's the word? Divine synchronicity.
Divine synchronicity. Yeah.
That's the one. Also, whilst we weren't talking on the microphone, we were kind of having a little bit of a chat about who we've got coming into the shop. And I know now I've really put you on the spot here because you got to go back into your phone. But we've got some interesting, some faces that are new.
Some cool installs, yeah.
Yeah, lots of cool installs. What do we got? What do we got coming this week?
Well, next week we've got our favorite Colombian friend, Julian.
Ooh.
No Different is going to come play a live set. So
Yeah.
we're going to clear the table and set up some big machines and mixing boards.
So that's on Friday or Saturday?
That's on Saturday afternoon.
Awesome.
But that Saturday morning we've got Mr. Troy J. Being, the guru
Amen.
of music,
Amen.
coming to Nina Kravitz. It's my girl.
All right, just real quick. Who else we got? Who else we got?
And then Logan's got some crew coming, which I'm not familiar with.
Yep.
But then the weekend after that, we've got DJ Freckles,
Awesome.
I've been keen to get her in. So yeah, that's gonna be nice. And then Yoritz Belton that afternoon.
Okay, cool. That should. Who knows what we're in for that one?
Yeah,
Could be anything.
yeah, it'll be a trip.
Yeah, awesome. Now, I know you've brought Nina Kravitz up a couple of times tonight. Well, maybe I've brought her up too. But what's this one?
Walking in the Night, Nina Kravitz, from her first debut album. That
Has it got a feature? What am I seeing there?
2012, Ghetto Kravitz. Yeah,
So who's Hard Ton? What's this?
Hard Ton. Yeah. Oh, it's on Records. So Radio Slaves label. Didn't realize that she released on Radio Slaves label. First
I didn't
album.
know that Records was.
Records is
Okay.
Radio Slave. Yeah. Unless I'm very wrong, but I'm pretty
I think
sure.
It sounds about right. I'm bad with a lot of music that I had my 10 years or so off music, so unless it happened before that or it's been absolutely mind-blowing,
Yeah.
I've still missed a lot of music.
But this whole album is
this album's
absolutely
shit.
next
This
level.
album's insane.
I recommend anybody who many people will know Nina Kravitz by her latest kind of musical adventures.
Skip.
Some of it is like pretty interesting. Maybe I'm beyond it because she's always been a visionaire. Like she doesn't wait for anybody. But this album here is definitely still my favorite. And yeah, let's let it play.
Walking in the night. Don't you think that's right? I'm living. Walking in the night. I waited so long, so long. Walking in the night, walking in the night. Oh, baby, baby, I'm here, here.
All right, Serge, one more time. Well, two more times. But what do we listen to?
Strictly Rhythm, or out on Strictly Rhythm.
Yeah.
This is WMG project, King of My Castle.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, me, you, and Chris were having this conversation about this track. This is the original mix, which never really got much airplay.
So is this the original vocal, or was that taken off other tracks as well? Because obviously that vocal, show me the reason why you can.
I think it might be the original.
It might be the
This is
original.
the very original.
That's gorgeous.
But there's lots of
Absolutely
remixes of this track, and like
Yeah.
more dance floor ones that made the commercial clubs, and there's some slightly more underground ones. But this one never really got the airplay because it was, for the time, this was like chill out room.
That's beautiful.
You know,
Absolutely beautiful. All right. Well, I suppose we're getting to the end of it. I'm starting to get a little bit sleepy.
Yeah.
Jeez, big way to spend a Sunday night. So we've still got another one. We've got another one.
we've got one more.
So we'll probably be back, but this one I suppose goes out to the listeners. So thank you once again for tuning in. We appreciate everything you do to support us and on these shows, because we're just learning, we're just experimenting, we're just trying different things. But ideally, the main focus is we're trying to bring some new music to you all, and also even us just to slow down a little bit, just listen to it and appreciate it, and I don't know.
Learn how to speak on the microphone.
It's huge. It's huge.
It's the perfect time to do it.
Yeah, it's hard. I wish I'd learnt when I was 15, but how old am I? 39. 39 is not bad.
Yeah,
I can handle that.
that's all right.
Yeah,
There's
it's
still
okay.
time to get
I got plenty
be
of time.
professional.
Plenty of time. All right. Well, we'll let this one play out. Let the next one come in. And we'll be back. Beautiful little change up there. Nice.
Yeah, I thought this track would be appropriate to wrap up the night. You know, bit of.
Song.
I stole this from
Yeah.
an Instagram. I saw a video on Instagram of Villa Lobos dropping this at Time Warp, but obviously he made an edit of it.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
what is this vocal? And then I obviously jumped into the comments, and there's like ID, and someone replied, and but this is an old track. This is
Yeah, I've definitely heard this before, because I brought up before that the name did look familiar.
1985.
Yeah, not that old, really.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Thank you, Glenn. It's been a pleasure.
It's been
very,
great.
very
It has been
therapeutic
fun.
and
Yeah,
just
it's been
enjoyable.
good. We'll do this again.
Let's do it
I know
again.
that. Yeah. Okay. Great way to end it off. Great way to end it off. I remember the first, well, actually, just going back to Villa Lobos, the one and only time I saw him, I remember him finishing off with like Blondie, It's My Life, or not Blondie, who's that? Oh, shit, don't do this.
Goldie?
No doubt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but now that I know that was actually a cover, maybe he played the original and I just didn't know. That's for another show.
Who knows
That's
with
for
that guy?
another show.
Who knows with that guy?
Who knows? But yeah, like I was saying, absolute pleasure having you on. You know, you're in the shop. What days are you in the shop these days? Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays?
That's right. Yep. Until June. When
you head off for a bit.
boss comes back.
Yeah.
I head off a bit after that, but yeah.
That's okay.
July.
Well, hopefully we'll get you back in again for another one of these. Hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the next day, or could be any time. I've got another guest coming in. I'm not going to say their name. I don't want to spoil it. But, you know, maybe one day we'll be able to teach you how to do this and you can just do it yourself.
Yeah.
That's I suppose, one of the goals for doing this is giving people opportunities as well to do what we do and share good music. So, yeah. And you out there, thank you for listening. You know, we do. We really appreciate you.
And this will come out on Spotify as a playlist?
Yeah, it's
cool.
basically already up there.
Sweet.
I'll attach some artwork to that. The second that this finishes, I'm going to throw it up onto the SoundCloud, and then we'll see if it jumps up onto YouTube. I got a feeling we might get flagged, so we'll keep it simple.
Sweet. Thanks, Glenn.
Thank you, Serge. It's been a pleasure.
Have a good night, guys.
Take
Ciao.
care. Peace.